Yeah, Friday, TGIF. Welcome to the world famous Valentine show. A lot of info, a lot to cover. We got a lot to go over. Biden tripping, the killer. They're trying to blame Trump, the Georgia guy. We're going to get into details, all of that stuff. Who's here? Who's in the chat? Say what's up. We have an awesome show, info pack, and we're going to let me put down this music. We're going to get into it right away because we have a lot. Who's here? Say what's up before I start this show and get it on the road, because obviously there's a lot of stuff to cover. We're going to be talking about Joe Biden falling. We're going to be talking about some things going down in Denmark. There's just a lot. So let's get into the right screen. How's everybody doing? Who's in here? Of course, Morgan. Hey, Morgan, talk to me. What's good? You're not working tonight? You're not on call tonight? All right. Beautiful Friday. Thanks to the Lord, guys. We made it. Another Friday, man. How many people didn't make it today? Just that simple. How many people didn't make it? Mr. Heli TV is in the house. All right. Let's start it because there's a lot. We're going to be talking about a supermarket. You would not believe what this supermarket did. In the spirit of wokeness, to be honest, I think they're stoking this civil war. And then we're going to get into the details of the Atlanta, the situation. I don't want to say like too many things because YouTube is picking it up, everything that I say, right? I just want to, the situation that happened in Georgia. You guys know exactly what happened in Georgia, all right? So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about one of the most grotesque articles I have ever seen in my life from the root in this reverse racism. It's just grotesque. And we're going to get into Netflix again bashing Jesus. Why they don't do that to Muhammad? I wonder why. We're going to be talking about all that stuff, but let's get right into it right away. Other people that are here, hit that like button, hit that share button. Thank you so much for being with me every Friday with, can I call you guys my friends? with a lot of people that I know here. All these people, I almost know them by name, right? Thank you guys for doing every Friday being with me here. Let's just get right into it. Look what it says here. Denmark will limit non-Western residents in neighborhoods to prevent parallel societies. Again, listen, guys, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. All cultures do not mix. It's just a fact. I know we have globalism pushing that and everybody is no borders. Everybody is commingling with each other. No, that it doesn't. The same reason we have separate apartments and separate houses is the same reason we have cultures. Our cultures are different. There's some cultures that might not be compatible with other cultures. That's just a fact. So what is going on in Denmark? Obviously, you know, Denmark, European country who's bringing in or has brought in a lot of refugees who are not assimilating into Denmark. And they are making this parallel societies, meaning one for the Danish and one for the other group that is not assimilating into Western culture. Denmark had enough, and they are now going to be limiting. Look what they're going to be doing. This is thanks to this earn. Look what it says. Denmark has announced that it will limit the number of non-Western residents in neighborhoods to 30% in an effort to maintain social cohesion. Hey, listen. The cultures of Denmark or whatever country they are, if I'm an immigrant and I go into Denmark, right, I should adapt to the Danish way of life. I should not want to be bringing in my culture and make the Danish people adapt to Valentine's way of life, right? It's just that simple. Now, what they are trying to do is that they're just trying to, because for the most part, Western cultures are compatible. I come from the Dominican Republic. My parents came from the Dominican Republic. They came here and they assimilated. Even though they don't speak the language 100%, the culture is a Western culture. They assimilated perfectly into the rule of law, into working, into all that perfectly, Christianity, all that stuff. But when it comes to Eastern ways of lifestyle with different religions. Western, obviously, coming from the main thing is Christianity. And again, guys, you benefit from Christianity whether you're a Christian or not. That's just the fact of the matter. This country right here was established with a lot of Christian principles, freedom of expression, freedom of no oppression to people, etc., etc., etc. Some Eastern cultures just don't mix well, and they're having problems in Denmark. But look what it says. Outlined in a new bill, the government said the effort. By the way, man, are you guys listening to me? I didn't even check my audio, man. Let me see. You guys are listening to me. Of course you guys. Alexis, talk to me, Alexis. What's good? Exhausted. We just purchased 12 acres of land and been clearing it and building a cabin. Hey, party at Alexis cabin house. You guys have been invited. I haven't, no, not yet. Congratulations, sister. I hope that brings peace and joy to your family. Again, this is America, right? The American way of life, the American Western society, right? Obviously, you could buy in Eastern societies too, but hey, America, the beautiful, America, the great, the land of opportunity. The reason a whole bunch of people are coming into America right now, people sending their children without parents, without adults, coming into the United States. I was able to track down a number, and we're gonna get into it later. I was able to track down the number of unaccompanied migrants coming in February. You cannot guess the number. I'm gonna tell you, that's how many it is. You cannot guess the number of unaccompanied children that were caught in the southern border. But let's get back to this right here. Like many European nations, Denmark has seen a rise of, look at this important thing, parallel societies and a legal framework such as Islamic Sharia law that circumvent existing government systems due to cultural and religious differences. While poorer immigrants' conclaves have historically been referred to as ghettos, Denmark will avoid the word in any documentation related to the legislation instead of using the term disadvantaged neighborhoods. Okay, so they're trying to limit the amount of Eastern culture people, not a particular country, just Eastern culture people, and to avoid parallel societies. They give an example here of Sharia law, right, as to how Muslims want to live their life, not following the laws or going by the principles of that country. I think they're having the same problem in England, where the Muslims want to be governed by Sharia law, which is a Muslim ideology, right? And I mean, we can have that. So we have the English law and then the Sharia law in the same country. Makes no sense. And this is what happens when you don't set rules and boundaries. Denmark said, not happening. We're gonna stop it. But look what it says here. Let me see. Okay, look at it right here. The interior minister, look what he says. And pay attention, guys, because this is important. The interior minister, Karen Divbeck, I didn't even know if I pronounced that right, to be honest, said in a statement that too many non-Western foreigners in one area increase the risk of an emergence of religious and cultural parallel societies. Globalism is not going to work. They want to push globalism, but people feel good with their own people, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Is the reason why, for example, immigrants come to America and you say that they have their own conclaves. For example, in New York City, the most northern tip of New York City is controlled by Dominicans. That's a Dominican conclave. You go there and you don't even need to speak English. They bind together. They like their cultural similarities, right? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? But they should not be wanting to bring Dominican Republic into the area called Washington Heights, and the laws that happen over there. No. And the customs, no. Some customs are they go well. They bind well with American culture, but some customs don't. You can't bring them up in here into America. You got to leave them in Dominican Republic. If you so much miss that or you want that, sadly, you have to go back to DR, to the Dominican Republic. That's just the fact of the matter is countries need to have their sovereignty. They need to keep their cultural identities intact. Forget about that globalism stupidity of let's combine all the cultures together, open up the world, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. People feel good with they As they say in the hood, they feel good with they people. You heard? Thank you guys for the people that are here. I feel very good that you guys are here. And as always, at around 8:30, I'm gonna see if I keep to my promise, because Aheli TV told me the other day that I lie when I tell you guys that I'm gonna be opening up the lines around 8:30. I'm gonna try to keep my promise and open up the lines at 8:30, and we'll go from there. Look at this person right here. This is Milwaukee County Judge Brett Broom, arrested, faces charges of possession of child pornography. But who is this individual? He's an LGBT activist, but who is he more than that? He was caught with child porn, but who is he more than that? Let me see if I find that way you guys know exactly who this individual is. Wow. Okay, look at it right here. Look at it right here. Who he is. Before being elected, Broom, a judge. This guy's a judge, and he's assigned to children's court. On top of that, before being elected, Broom was the head of a board of zoning appeals for the city of Milwaukee, appointed to the post by Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett, and head of Cream City Foundation. Keep that name in mind, which provides grants money to LGBTQ groups in the Milwaukee area. Again, look at this face right here. Look at this face right here. He's accused of having what is it? 27 videos, obviously, containing child pornography. He's a children's court judge. He's an LGBT activist. He was the head of Cream City, who some sources are reporting funds Hold Yourself, Embrace Yourself. But this is the sexual revolution. Prepare yourself to talk about sex and learn the lingo and learn what's going on, because this is happening, and this is what's going to be happening in America. This guy, Cream City, the Cream City Foundation, according to some news sources, say they funded Drag Queen Story Hour. You guys remember Drag Queen Story Hour, where drag queens will go? I think it wasn't in schools. I think it would be in libraries, and drag queens would read to children, and they will be talking sexual language to children, first, second, third grade, whatever it was. Again, these are the parents that are bringing these people to their own children to these individuals, right? But this individual was that. He was funding that, and look what he's now called: child pornography. That's right. Funder of Drag Queen Hour, whatever. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Let's continue here. What else we got here? Look at this. Okay. Now you and look at the children. Look, I thank you guys for being here, right? You guys come here every Friday to get, to see what's going on. And I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. But there's a war going on, guys. And the war is about information. It's whoever has the information has the truth. That's plain and simple. And the quality of information matters, right? Because obviously you see these media sites who are peddling, they're peddling money. They want money. They peddle lies, etc. There's a battle going on. There's an invisible battle that manifests itself into the physical world, like we saw in Atlanta, and we're gonna get into Atlanta. But there's a spiritual battle going on that we can't see with our eyes. That is the real battle going on. It's not about Democrats versus Republicans, liberal versus conservatives. It's none of that. It's none of that. The real battle going on is good versus evil. That's it. Plain and simple. Case in point, and they're coming. They're very smart. It's the devil that's orchestrating all this. Very smart. They're coming for the children from the bottom, and then they mess up the whole world. They mess up the whole generation. Look what it says here. California proposed K-12 curriculum encourages chanting to Aztec gods. Wow, I had this highlighted here. Here we go. Okay, so this is in California. Obviously, Commeyville, right? Liberalville, right? Just like New York. And then we're gonna, after this, we're gonna jump into New York. That way you guys see what they're doing in New York. They want to implement in the curriculum. They take God out. They take the biblical God out, and they replace it with demons. They want to place in the curriculum chanting, and they want to tell the teachers to lead children in chanting to some Aztec gods. Look what it says here. This guiding narrative is reflected in the design of sample lessons and various class activities, including the model curriculum, official ethnic studies, community chant, in which students directly appeal to the deities, the Aztec pantheon for the power to become warriors of love, ecological, and social justice. In the community chant of Ink Lak Ik, which translates to "You are my other me," teachers and are instructed to first lead the group of students in a chanting and clapping to Tezcatlipoca, a cannibalistic wizard god who, according to Aztec tradition, brought the downfall to the Toltec civilization in favor of the human sacrificing Aztecs, which is true. The Aztecs cut people up, and the beating heart, they'll take it and they'll offer it to the gods. So sometimes they want to play, they want to put like the pre-Columbian era in North and South America was like rainbows and colors and unicorns and Skittles and wow. And then Columbus came and he just messed everything up. These dudes were cutting people up, taking the heart out of these people while it's beating, offering it to gods. The students then chanted to, and these are the people that, you know, they want to, they're having their children. They want the children in California to be chanting to these gods, cannibalistic gods, which there are no gods. All these things are just demons. The students then chant to their deities, including Huitzilopochtli. Wow, just for translating that, you guys are gonna have to give me a like to the video. Well, actually, just for saying that, give me a like. Remember, guys, we got the shirts. Look, today I got my 1776 shirt, and in the back it says liberty or freedom. Special price right there in the it's in the comments, and it's also in the description of the video. Guys, all the help that you guys could give me, I will take. Remember, all your money goes to a conservative cause, this channel. That way this channel could keep growing. I said that I was gonna leave the price, I was gonna change the price today. I'm not gonna do it. Why? Because you guys just got the money. You guys got money now from Biden. Papi Biden sent you guys money. Hook it up. Go to the website, Teespring, and buy yourself a 1776 shirt for my Patriots, or for the Patriots who are Christians and Patriots. There's the Jesus shirt there, and you can just buy both of them. Why not, right? Let's go. As I was saying, Huitzilopochtli, the Aztec sun god seeking healing, what is it? Epistemologies and a revolutionary spirit. Wow, revolutionary spirit. There you go. Seeing themselves as people of the sun, the Aztecs believe that, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Huitzilopochtli. There you go. Needed daily nourishment of human blood and hearts, and brutally sacrificed hundreds of thousands of people in offering to him. So they want, and this is, look, K through 12 curriculum, K through 12. They want children to start doing that and not even respecting the parents. That's in California. Let's go across the country and let's come to New York, you know, liberal haven of New York. And let's see what this school, this is Grace Church School, which I don't think they're a church anymore. I think this was founded like in the 1800s, but what I'm about to read to you guys, this can be a church, right? This school is creating a guide, right? A guide as to how the teachers are to talk to parents and are to talk to the children there. To be honest, it just seems like these people just are interested in destroying society. Again, that fight that I told you guys, good versus evil. You're gonna have to pick a side, whether you want to or not. You're gonna have to pick it, whether you want to or not. There's no sidelines here. You're gonna have to. Oh snap! Wait. What happened here, man? There you go. Okay, I didn't lose you guys. I didn't lose you guys. Yes, I did. Did I lose you guys? Let me see. Did I lose you guys? Did I? Oh man. What happened? Come on, Valentine. Let me see. I hit a button here and I hope I didn't lose a stream. Let me see. Okay. Give me a second, guys. I'm checking here. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. All right. All right. I should be back there. I should be back. Let me just check real quick. Okay. Okay. I'm back. I'm back. All right. All right. I apologize for that. I had something here in my screen blacked out. Okay, but let's keep going here. So this is Grace School, and they are now it's frozen now. Come on, man. Don't get frozen on me like that. They have a whole bunch of inclusive language, right? That they are telling the teachers how they should address. They're not encouraging the uses of words like mom and dad. They're like parents or grown folk or something like that. They're going with. Wow, there you go. I'm back. I'm back. Am I back? Am I back, guys? Jesus Christ, man. This is live, baby. This is live, man. All right. I'm back by popular demand. If this was in church, funny joke here, guys. If this was in church, you know who they would blame right now? The devil. Is the devil that did. Hey, I was talking about the devil. Who knows, right? They'll be like, that devil did this. No, man. You just hit a button, the computer internet drop. All right. All right. Let's continue here, man. Thank you guys for not going anywhere. Let me see where was I? Let me see. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is Grace Church, right? Great, supposedly Grace Church School, and they want to give this new curriculum. Let me see if I find the link. Here you go. Inclusive language guide. Let me give you some examples that way you guys see exactly what these people are talking about. Okay, so for example, right, instead of saying boys and girls, like it says here, or guys, ladies and gentlemen, they want you to say people, folks, friends, teachers, mathematicians. When reading a book, rather than say boy, girl on this page, say child, person, character. Instead of saying sweetheart, or honey, like, teachers do that with a lot of their younger kids. Hey, sweetheart, hey, honey, little kids, or similar pet names. It says child's name or child's friend in the blue shirt. Using a boy-girl pattern. Look at this. For lining up. You can't say no more boys on this side, girls on this side. No, they want you to say group by types of shoes, alphabetical order. For example, that's a new one to me. The people with the boots on this side, the people with the shoes and the sneakers on this side. This, like, how many pages is this? Look, this is 12 pages of stupidity. That's what it is. It's 12 pages of stupidity. Look at this. Mom and dad, instead of saying mom and dad, say grown-ups, folks, and family. Parents, don't say grown-ups, folks, family, and guardians. And look at this. Instead of saying husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, say spouse, partner, significant other. Just liberal. 1984 is the book you guys should read. I've been telling you guys, I got to do a book review. I've finished seeing it. I'm seeing the movie now. The left comes for language, and this is how they treat, they place you and they cross you out, right? They say that you're not using the right words, and if you don't use the right words, you are anti whatever. That's just the word. They're very big on words, and actually the way you see leftists. Haven't you guys noticed this? Am I the only one? Leftists love words. Haven't you seen them speak to people? Like it seems like they like to sound smart when they speak. They use big words, and you have to be with a dictionary when they're talking. When they're talking, like, just speak to the people, man. Just like to the people. That's one of the big things with Donald Trump. Donald Trump spoke the language of the people. That's why the people understood him very well, and he got a lot of people to follow him because he just spoke regular things. In New York, you guys saw this. A principal from a school also said they gave out this chart to the parents of these children, right? And they were asking them to show how not of a racist they are from the different types of white. What white are you? So it starts from the most extreme one, which is the red. Obviously, they use the red for that. The white supremacists, white, and they have explanations for this, which I'm not gonna get into it, but I'm just gonna go to the whole gamut. That way, you guys see exactly where we're gonna end up at, right? And all this talk of race and race and race, and then we're gonna go into the woke supermarket next. White supremacists, white voyeurism, white privilege, white benefit. This is what type of white you are. White confessional, white critic, white traitor. I'm guessing that's like maybe a person who just despises being white. White abolitionist. Who are these people? I'm guessing Antifa. I'm guessing those are these people. So this is the curriculum starting from the young age where now we're worshiping demons in California. We are changing the words that we use in school, right, for the children, right, or with the parents, etc. We are asking the children to take these things home to the parents to see what type of white person there are, and then we come into this right here. This is called a food supermarket or a food company by the name of Giant. They decided to go full woke, and they literally decided to name what ethnicity or group or social status, etc., blah, 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 the product you're buying in the supermarket comes from. Is it a black owned company? Is it a Hispanic owned company? Is it an LGBT company? I got pictures and I got proof. Look, this is the official press release by Giant Foods. Again, the press release, look what it says here. Giant Food, the leading, this was December 21, 2020, last year. Giant Food, the leading greater Washington, D.C. regional grocery chain, is helping customers identify products owned by minority-based businesses through updated shelf labels starting next month. All 164 Giant stores will feature the shelf labels informing shoppers of products offered by businesses that are, listen to this, women, Black, Asian Indian, Hispanic, LGBT, Asian Pacific, or veteran owned. These are the groups that you're gonna see now when the bread comes from who? From, is it a Hispanic? No, I want Black owned bread, or I want LGBT owned bread. Like, when I'm hungry, and I just want to buy whatever food is. I don't care who it comes from. Now, you thought I was joking, right? Look at this. Look at this. Black owned label, Hispanic owned. We good. Woo! We are good. Hispanics are good. The bad ones are white owned. No white owned. You're white. You're not getting your label, homeboy. Hispanics will cover people. That's the good thing about Hispanics. We're able to go both ways. We're able to go. We good, man. Even Goya. Look, Goya's right there. Hispanic. So we good. People are going to buy our stuff, right? This is insanity, to be honest. What are these people, individuals? What are these human beings even thinking? Who did it occur to that this is a good idea? I would never in my life buy a Giant food supermarket. Never in my life. That's a racist institution. That's a racist company. When you are separating people based on race, you're like, what are these leftists doing? I'm seriously believing that there are leftists along with woke capital. Guys, this is what I tell you. Conservative dollars. You have to make sure the money that you are spending out here is not going towards your demise. You got to be strategic about this. Strategic about not literally digging your own hole with buying in companies that don't care about you and your way of life. This is getting scary, to be honest. But it doesn't stop there. I believe things might not end well in the United States of America, where they're pushing the majority. Who's the majority in the United States? White people. At the end of the day, they really decide who becomes president, right? They're the majority. I think they're like 60% of the population. They're pushing white people and anti-whiteness to levels where it's gonna this is the important about history. You need to know about history, what has happened in the past. That way you know exactly. We're gonna be talking about the Jewish Holocaust. We're gonna be talking about just briefly what happened in Africa, in Rwanda. I found this out a couple of months ago. I didn't even know about this genocide that happened in Rwanda. Race-based genocide, because they're pushing race-based agendas. They're separating people. You belong to this group. You belong to another group. You belong to another group. Let's get into the meat of the show today. the shooting that happened in Georgia. Obviously, the reason. Why do people look for reasons in these things? There's only one reason, and then there's an excuse. The reason is that this guy was an evil individual. There is no other reason. Don't look. There is none. The guy is an evil individual. He gave himself over to the dark side and decided to commit these murders, plain and simple. Now, what is the excuse? The excuse. The excuse is that he had, quote unquote, some type of temptation in these locations. And he committed that. According to the police report, and we got not the police report, but the police officers that are investigating the case. And I'm gonna play you the video that way you guys see. But there's individuals who are also evil individuals who want to take opportunities like this and they want to exploit them for their own political gains. They don't care, right? They really don't care. So they're trying to build this as an anti-Asian attack. I'm not seeing an anti-Asian attack. Not even the police is seeing an anti-Asian attack. This guy he frequented these places where sadly he said he wanted to take out this sexual sin that he had, right? I mean, on top of that, like he visited church too. But they want to build this as white supremacists, as anti-Asian white supremacy, which none of that is proven. That's all speculation. That's all blue anon stupidity. That's right, blue anon. Conspiracy theories, they just all conspirizing, right? Is that the word? About what they think. Look at this individual right here. This guy is called, his name is Mike Barnacle. I have no idea who this clue is, but I just take what he says. It's about a 2-minute clip. And a guy wants you to see what this guy says. And he blames it on this man is gonna become like the Bigfoot of the Democratic Party, like the aliens of the Democratic Party. Donald J. Trump, incredibly, he wants to say that Donald J. Trump has some type of input in what happened in Atlanta. Look at this.
Moving forward, keep that line moving, go forward into the future. But we open this segment with a clip of the former president speaking. We've been talking about things that have been in existence in America for quite some time, but enhanced over the last 4 years with the presidential seal of approval given to intolerance, given to fear, given to suspicion, given to anger, given to saying very little about racial strife in this country and the causes of it, never addressing it, of lying.
Is this white? I'm still trying to wait, guys. I asked you, especially the white people, is this white guilt at display? Like, I've never seen a race in my life, to be honest, probably more down on their own people like the white people, to be honest, over the last couple of years or months.
Of lying about nearly everything you can imagine, from the dangers of the virus to the dangers of racial animosity and what it's doing to our country. And the root of it is in the former president's 4 years, in his language and in his behavior.
This guy must have not been alive when Obama. All this stuff started under Obama. And I remember, I wasn't into politics when this started. But you know how I know this started under Obama? I looked into, I remember seeing the images of Baltimore and some thug on top of, or a burnt car, police car. I'm like, this is America? And then I started to look into it. We're like, what's going on? All this animosity started under the president that had a golden ticket to fix race relations in the United States of America. And instead of fixing them and instead of being great, the big uniter, he decided to be the huge divider. Before Obama, we never talked about race. Never. After Obama, it's like we're in the Civil War, and that's where it's leading, right?
And we're still living it. We're still playing it out, and it affects us every day. Now, Donald Trump didn't pull the trigger in Atlanta, but Donald Trump certainly was responsible for the anger and the fear and the suspicion that exists in great degree in this country, much more so than ever in the past. And he's not to blame for a history of racial strife in this country, but he certainly is to be blamed for enhancing it with his inaction and his cowardice in addressing it. We're talking about rigged elections now. We're still talking about January 6th. All of that is the gift that keeps on giving, presented to us by a man who never, ever should have been president. And the stain of his presidency is still in existence today. And I fear how long it's going to last. I mean, the job that Joe Biden has is enormous enough, but dealing with the underbelly of all these causes, it only adds to the degree of difficulty.
Guys straight up lying, but this is what these people are, right? He has no idea why this happened. The police has came out and they said that because what I said in the beginning, right? And he just for some reason he's blaming it on Donald J. Trump. I hate to be a Trump apologist. I don't want to be a Trump apologist. How are you gonna blame Trump for this, man? I mean, I just don't get it. Like, these people are they live, breathe Donald J. Trump. Look at this. This is the reason he did it, according to the police. You don't know Mike Barnacle. You don't know what the reason he did this. This evil human being. Look what it says here. The man charged with murder for a shooting spree at Atlanta area spa has had a really bad day and was this obviously that brought up actually that was also another problem because of the way the guy said, right, that he was having a bad day. But he said, look what it says, and was seeking to eliminate a sexual temptation prior to killing 8 people. That's the facts. He was looking to eliminate a sexual temptation, according to what the police know right now. So that's him, right? That they're criticizing because he used the word that he was having a really bad day. Okay. How about another person? Let me see here. Look at this guy right here.
In terms of this tragic incident, and to ascertain all the facts so we can have a successful prosecution, because that's what's most important now. Again, I would just say that unfortunately they were at that location. I can't say that he specifically targeted those individuals.
You heard that they saying that this is that's how they building it already. They're saying, no, this was anti-Asian. No, look, the cop is telling you that he cannot say that he went to look for those people. Asian people. The cop can't tell you. So where do these people get this? Oh, from the hate that these people have. These individuals are not logical. When hate is running in through their veins and through their heart, they want to blame a person who was thousands of miles away from there. That, to be honest, if you love justice, that's just not fair. To be honest, when the people that are investigating don't know the reason, the exact reason, right? But the other person that has no idea, no clue, they just have a political agenda and a feeling. Ben Shapiro said, facts don't care about your feelings, Mr. Barnacle. But look what the police keep saying. Look.
But what I will say is that he did frequent, as the question keeps coming up, that he did frequent those 2 locations within Atlanta.
Okay, so the guy did go to those locations in Atlanta, and so it matches up with what the guy said, the previous officer said, which is, let me see here, this officer right here, who's another controversy for what he said and actually got taken off of being the spokesperson for the case. It matches up with what he said, which is that he wanted to eliminate a sexual temptation. And obviously, a lot of people know exactly what goes on in a lot of those massage parlors. I think, what was it? Bob Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, got caught up on some type of massage parlor scandal. Everybody knows what's going on. I mean, so that makes sense. The cops don't know, yet these people know. What was it? Jen Psaki also? She decided to say, yeah, it's because of the previous administration. What can I say? To be honest, these individuals, they don't want peace. They're and then they say it's white supremacy, right? They're building it as racism, white supremacy. They're forcing the majority of the people in this country, the majority, they're pushing them somewhere. Well, I forget his name now. The gay guy, the conservative gay guy that started, what's the name? The exit from the Democratic Party. You guys remember you guys know him, the conservative gay guy. Let me know. I forgot his name now. He said this: and he was talking about the gay people, right? He's gay. You guys know he's gay. He said, if you are constantly calling people homophobic that they are not homophobic, you're only going to create a homophobic. Why? Because you are accusing that person of not being something that you're accusing them of. So what's gonna happen when they see a gay person? They're gonna know they're not gonna want nothing to do with gay people. They're not gonna say it. They're just not gonna want nothing to do with gay people. This anti-whiteness spirit in America it could boil over into a bad situation. Case in point, just look at this and look at this. This is on the root. I think I'm not sure exactly what the root is, but it's an Afrocentric, if I'm not mistaken, and somebody could correct me, it's an Afrocentric publication. And just look at this title. How is this even allowed to be on the internet? Whiteness is a pandemic. We're going to get through the whole article because it's important. That way you see exactly the vitriol. That way you see exactly what they are portraying out there. Anti-whiteness. And if you're not white, don't think you're safe. This could literally turn on you, on anybody. If this type of rhetoric is led without no type of repercussions at all. Let's read a little bit here. Whiteness is a pandemic. I don't have, know this person's name. Damon Young. Let me see, Damon. Damon Young is a black guy. All right. Whiteness is a pandemic. I don't have much to add here today. Let me close this. I don't have much to add here today that hasn't already been said. Whiteness is a public health crisis. It shortens life expectancies. It pollutes air. It constricts equilibrium. It devastates forests. It melts ice caps. It sparks and funds wars. It flattens dialects. It infects consciousness. And it kills people, white people and people who are not white. My mom included. There will be people who die in 2050 because of white supremacy, including decisions from 1850. Again, this is all in response to what happened in Georgia, which Damon Young, doesn't know the reason that the guy did it. He said the only reason he has given so far is because he wanted to eliminate a sexual temptation, right? A demon possessed, a human, bad, evil individual, right? But he says it's because of white supremacy. A line can and should be drawn from the actions of the white supremacists who walked into 3 Atlanta area massage parlors yesterday and allegedly killed 8 people, 6 of whom were Asian descent. To the relentless anti-Asian rhetoric pollinating national discourse over the past year. Anti-Asian rhetoric because Donald Trump called it the China virus. Where did it come from? The Spanish flu. I don't get it. Like I don't understand. Like I just don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let me see here. To the relentless blah 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 in the past year, the former president, again Donald Trump's fault, the former president and the party of the former the party, and you why didn't he just put conservatives too? And he should have added there, and the Valentine show can and should be blamed for this and the sudden increase in racist violence against Asian Americans. The line, bro, the left is coming for Asian Americans. Why? Because they're smart. The mayor of New York City, Bill de Blasio, is trying to dumb down the public school tests that they have into certain highly desired high schools. Because why? Because the Asians are the ones that are majority passing the test. They want to dumb it down for us Latinos and black, basically calling us dumb that we can't pass it because only Asians are going in. Bro, Asians have a different culture. They have a strict culture. That's why they get better grades. And if that person works hard, then he should be led into the school. So where is this anti-Asian American thing coming from? The line doesn't stop there, though. It extends back 400 years and has tentacles crawling everywhere. White supremacy exists here in America, which is everywhere. There's a line connecting the act of terror to 11 people killed and at the Tree of Life Synagogue in 2018 and the 9 people killed at the Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church in 2015, of course, but also to gentrification. And this is what they believe. Gentrification, not only black people do it. I mean, not only white people do it, black people do it too. It's an economic concept. It has nothing to do with the color of the skin. to redlining, to racial profiling, to gerrymandering, to voter suppression. Yeah, because asking for an ID, that's voter suppression. To mass incarcerations. Yeah, 1994, Joe Biden crime bill. Why did you guys vote for him? To the war on drugs, to the subprime mortgage crisis, subprime mortgage crisis, to the vast disparities in both COVID death and who received COVID vaccination. Now, I didn't even know there's a disparity into that. To how the men and women who stormed the Capitol building just went home and had dinner with their families afterwards, while we were still processing, recovering from what we witnessed. They were already back on their couches watching Criminal Minds, which is like they haven't arrested anybody, right? White supremacy is a virus that, like no other virus, will not die until there is nobody's left to infect. What is he saying? Is that a threat? Which means that the only way to stop it is to locate it, isolate it, extract it, and kill it. Is that a threat? I guess a vaccine could work too. Sarcasm. But we have 400 years to develop one, so I don't hold my breath. Whiteness is a pandemic. The root, Damon Young, venom, racist. That's a 100% racist there. Where's this leading? Don't take my word for it, please. You have to do your research. All the stuff that I say here, I try to do my research. I might make a mistake. Just do your own research. That way you convince your own self. Rwanda, Africa, 1994, the genocide, a couple months. Killed from 200,000, estimates range from 200,000 to 800,000 individuals. Blacks versus blacks, but two different ethnicities, two different cultures, same country. A civil war. It was I forget the two ethnicities. Is the Tutsis and the Hutus. Massacre. If you had a Tutsi and they had racial identifications on their ID, when that genocide was happening, they say that when you pulled up to a checkpoint and your ID said T on it for Tutsi, that was a death sentence. Again, genocide based on where they're going with the whole race and the whiteness thing, right? And obviously also and like always, like I do, I say I was gonna open up the lines, and I gotta extend the time. I'm gonna open up the lines. That what you guys call. In Nazi Germany, they started labeling Jews with the letter J, and then they started marking their businesses, and then they started stamping them with the Star of David. Also, do I gotta tell you what happened with that? Right? That's that. Let me just get into this right here real quick. That way you guys, wait. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you this real quick. Look at this. Russia, Biden lashes out at Putin. He seems like he wants to start the Cold War again, because why not?
So Vladimir Putin, you think he's a killer?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Responding. He's like, I do. Did you see that? I found that weird. So he calls Vladimir Putin a killer. Like, do we need to have problems with Russia? Can we have peace with Russia? Even if he's a killer, do you have to call him like on national TV or do all that, go through all that stupidity? Like, we need to start war with Russia for no apparent reason whatsoever? I don't know. It's just stupidity at its finest, to be honest. But let me see if I find it here. Okay, let me see. Okay, so Joe Biden says that he's able to walk and mocks Trump. When you guys remember when Trump was going down that sleek, he said it was a sleek little ramp, and that he felt that he had to walk slow because he didn't want to fall. Look what Joe Biden says, and you guys exactly saw what happened.
Look at how he steps and look how I step. Watch how I run up ramps and he stumbles down ramps. Okay, come on.
Come on, man.
He run up ramps and he stumbles down ramps. Okay, come on.
Come on, Jack. So he said that, look how I run up ramps. You sure? This is why you can't talk, homeboy. Let me see where I put it at. Where's it? Where'd I put it at? Let me see. Oh, right here. This is why you can't talk, because then you look like this. Let's put this all over again. Look at this. Look, he stumped. That's what you get. This is got you guys. You got to watch out Let me open up these lines. You gotta watch out, guys, the way you speak. You gotta watch out what you say, and try not think that you're like Superman too much. You know what I'm saying? Because it might just come back to bite you, just like it did Joe Biden there. The number to call is 646-470-1077. Let me put it here. Here you go. There you go. 646-470-1077 is the number to call. I'm interested to know what you guys think. Call me about anything. Anything and everything is on the ball. If you guys gonna call right now, because like always, I took a little bit extra, but I would like to get maybe 1 or 2 calls in before I hop on over to El Show de Valentin with my beautiful wife. There you go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Carly, you on the air?
What's up?
Talk to me, Morgan. What's good?
It's been weeks since I called.
Yes,
like.
you've been. I know you've been working. I know you've been doing what you got to do, but you're here. Talk to me. What's on your mind?
Okay, so I really kind of wish you had like a podcast where we could talk for like an hour, because I've had so much stuff happen that you guys would probably be interested in hearing. But I'll focus on the most important thing right now. So Nebraska just like had a thing on the news where some doctor, I don't know where they got their degree from, maybe I don't know, University of Phoenix or something like that. They in the Department of Education and blah blah blah, they put out this statement about how they want to make it statewide to make some changes to public schools. And right away, I almost knew what was going to be in there.
So what they want to
So they put, they want to, okay, so there's some stuff in there that is like normal type things. But then, of course, they're sneaking in the forcing down everyone's kids' throats, the transgender crap and the inclusivity and all that. So they put out a survey wanting to like get feedback from the public, but they claim that the public wanted this.
That they claim that the public wanted this.
But they put out a survey for everyone to take if wanted to give feedback on it. But you have to read K through 12, each grade and each plan, to see what they're talking about. But it starts really early, and so that's where we're at.
I mean, I just don't know, to be honest, Morgan. I mean, there is an agenda. There is an agenda orchestrated. They're coming for the kids, to be honest. They just want to, I mean, and they want to make you sound like you're a conspiracy theorist when you say that they're coming for their kids, right? And for the schools and all that. But it's not. That's just a fact. You see it. I've seen it. I have evidence. I've shown you guys evidence. And everybody that has their eyes open, they know exactly what's going on. But I mean, you can't say, they want you to shut up, Morgan, that way, and no say nothing. That way you want to be scared, and they just want to implement this. They want to start early. They know exactly what they're doing. They know that the generation that comes up is how the country is going to be run in the future. They know how to invest. They invest in the young generation, and it pays off when they're part of Antifa 20 years later.
Well, so we would expect, I mean, just being a resident here, I mean, you guys don't obviously know all the ins and outs, but I would expect Omaha to be that way.
Okay.
But the rest of the state is, for the most part, besides Omaha and Lincoln, is really like pretty much rural. And I have a coworker that, I mean, he's all about like, no, we're not doing this. He told our boss the other day, because they're having like a thing at Lincoln, which is the capital, on April 2nd. And he called our boss the other day and he said, I'm going to be gone April 2nd. This is what it is. You're not telling me anything otherwise. So he's going to go. and he's going to voice his opinion about it because he was like, oh, no, not on my watch, because they're trying to make it statewide, like even in rural communities is what they're trying to do.
Yeah, but that's the thing, you know, it's like we have to put our part. Like the people that could support the cause, you got to go. It's just two ways to support the cause. You could, and you done it. I've seen you. I know you've done it 100%. Send letters and try to get in contact with your legislative body and representatives, etc. But also you got to try to go to these events and support the people that are actually speaking up. It's a battle and it takes money to fight it. That's just the fact about it. War takes money to fight it. If you're not willing to do it yourself, support somebody that's doing it.
Right. And actually that same coworker, I think we were talking not too long ago because we're pretty close. You know, we talk a lot because we have the same ideology, you know, yada, yada.
Yeah.
He's going to run for some sort of local body as far as I know. And I told him, I said, look, if you do that, I said, I will campaign for you. I was like, hands down, do whatever you need to do. And
Exactly.
I think he's in the middle of doing that right now. And because I called him the other day to check on him, because usually we talk a lot, and he was like, oh, well, I've got this, you know, political stuff going, and it's kind of been taking up a lot of my time. And I said, no worries, you know. So I'm waiting for him to tell me what's going on. But anyway, so that's what we've got going on. We're in a battle now.
All right. There you go.
For that. Right. And so the other quick couple real quick things, you'd be surprised how many people I come across that are absolutely proud of doing this vaccine.
Of taking it.
You are?
No. You say that they're proud of taking it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you said I'm taking it, and I'm like, what?
No.
Okay.
Let me. I don't know if I've said how I feel of the vaccine, but now that you bring it up, am I taking the injection, right? That way I don't say vaccine. Am I taking it right now? No, I'm not taking it. Will I ever take it? I don't know. To be honest,
yeah,
I have to do some research. Am I gonna judge you if you take it? I'm not gonna judge anybody that decides to take it, right? If you take it and you feel that's correct for you, then go ahead, do it. But this is just me. Right now, I'm not taking it 110%. Later on, when the guinea pigs decide to take it and I figure out that everything works out good, then that's another different ball game. But like right now, I think in Europe, the AstraZeneca one, I think some European countries are not taking it because a lot of people are coming down with blood clots. So that's just where I stand on that. But I'm not anti-vaccine on that. I'm just saying that if I'm just not taking it now, right? And I just still got to do a lot of research because of other moral issues that I got to find out, that I might do a separate video on that.
Right, and my whole thing with that is no, they can take it. Hey, if that's your thing, go for it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the people like basically bragging about it. They try to, and this is just in my experience. It doesn't mean everybody's like that, but they try to like not force you, but it's almost like subtly they're like, oh yeah, you need to sign up to see when your age group can go and. Blah blah blah. Like they're like, trying to get you on board.
Almost like
because they believe it. Yeah,
almost like groupie vaccine, like pro-vaccine groupies and stuff like that, right?
Right. And I'm just like, I'm not anti-vax. Because honestly, like polio vaccine, stuff that's been around for a while, I have no problem with.
Of course,
Yeah, but then when it comes to that was rolled out in like 20 minutes. I'm sorry, but we're in I don't care what anyone says. We are in the experimental phase right now. Yeah. We're in the human trials right now.
But see, I mean, but you're thinking about this stuff, right? Like you're thinking about it, right? Like you understand that before it took like 5 years, etc. And I don't want to talk about this too much, to be honest, just because of YouTube, they blocked
right.
But it usually takes 5 years, and now we're taking 1 year. I mean, that's
now
just
we're taking 20 minutes.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So the last little thing that will take like 2 seconds is I laughed hysterically when I saw Joe Biden fall, and it's not even because it's Joe Biden. I don't want the man to get hurt, but I'm one of those people that like, even if it's me,
Yeah.
if someone falls, like I cannot help but hysterically laugh. And then when I tell people that, they go, oh, but you make sure they're okay first. No, I'm a jerk in that way. I laugh first. I'm sorry.
No. I know exactly. I know exactly where you're coming from, Morgan. It's like it's not that it's not a mean laugh. It's not that you are laughing just because he fell and he's busted his nose or something like that. And it's not that. It's just the reaction of somebody stumbling is just hilarious to a lot of people.
Yeah,
you know,
I can't help it.
It's not with evil intent. I can't help it. It's not with evil intent. But hey, who told him to mock Trump? That's what happens. Don't mock people. And I know, don't mock people. Try to treat people humanly as possible because it could just happen to you. But more.
Yeah, well, it's not the first time he fell. And I'm going to leave you guys at that.
Thank you.
It was good
Morgan.
talking to you.
Thank you, my sister.
Love you guys. I'm going to check out the Teespring thing here, kind of in between shows.
Thank you. Thank you for
Alexis
bringing that
said
up.
there's hoodies.
Yes.
And
there's hoodies, there's shirts.
Is, good for me at this time of year. So I'm going to check it out.
Thank you. I appreciate that for bringing that up. Have a good one, Morgan.
You too.
God bless. Bye-bye.
Good night. You too. Bye-bye.
I would like to say one more call, if possible. Somebody, a brave person to call before I seriously, guys, look, right now there's 15 people. That's a lot for my stream, and I'm super grateful of you guys. Hit that like button, hit that share button. If you want to support me, it's going to be in the description. My tees, like Morgan was saying, my 1776 tees. In the back, it says liberty or death, right? Or freedom or death. And for my Christians, I got my Jesus shirt too. If you guys want to support me, I'll definitely appreciate that. Since we don't got super chats available in this channel yet, and I definitely appreciate that. Like I was saying, I think I'm gonna have to do something regarding the schedule. The show is I just finished talking like 5 minutes ago. And I want to talk with you guys a little bit more. I want to commingle with the people, with the chat, and I want a call. Can somebody call me just at least to say what's up to me, man? Don't be scared. I don't bite. 646-470-1077. Tell me what you guys think about the thing that happened in Atlanta. Joe Biden calling Putin a killer. Is that good? I don't think so. A lot of people are making fun of it, saying that we just started the Cold War again, etc., etc. Bad A Dan just came into the chat. Bad A Dan, no, don't worry, my brother. You here? You good? Let me see. What else is here. Alexis left. Alexis, peace. Have a good one, sister. Okay, here we go. Mr. Heli TB, what's up, man?
What is going on?
What's on your mind today, man?
Listen, man, listen. I keep telling you, you should open the line 24/7, right? During the whole hour.
During the whole show? No, I can't, because the thing is that look what happened. I cover in this Friday show, I cover some new stories that I haven't covered during the week. So I can't have you guys call me while I'm doing it, because I won't finish the stories. I won't know when to start, when to go, none of that stuff. I think I just gotta probably pick a little bit less stories and open it up at 8:30 sharp. That way you guys are able to call me half an hour and I'm able to talk with you guys in the chat and say what's up and blah, blah, blah.
You could go that route, or you could go, there's a topic you're talking about it, you leave it open. This way, if the viewer is interested on that topic, they could call right away.
That is
and I heard blah blah blah, and I heard this and I heard that.
Yeah, that's not bad. Let's see what happens, man. But what's up? Talk to me about the politics or the stuff that's going on, man, with your boy Joe.
Nothing, man. Half of what you said cannot really talk about it. So.
Oh, I get you. All right, you don't be paying attention too much. You try to live life and try not complicate yourself too much.
No, because of my job, I cannot talk about that.
Oh, I get you. All right, man. But thank you for the thing, and we talk later, bro.
Peace in the Middle East.
Peace. Let me close it up. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Thank you for always supporting me, coming here every Friday. The people that are here, this is their first time here. I do this show Friday. This is actually edition number what? Let me see. What edition is it? Number 36? edition number 36 of the Valentine Show, Friday live show, call-in show, as you guys saw there. And I thank you. Thank you, guys. Hit that like button, hit that share button, subscribe to the channel, but you have to turn on the notification. That way you guys know exactly when I drop new videos. Guys, thank you so much. Let's finish up the show like I always do. I'm going now to El Show de Valentín, which is my Spanish channel, where I do this all over it with other things with my wife. And I'm going to recommend to the English and Spanish speakers to subscribe to both channels. Why? Because sometimes there's things that I cover on the Spanish channel that I do not cover on the English channel, or things on the English channel that I do not cover on the Spanish channel. Why? Because it's just the cultural differences of Spanish speakers in America and English speakers in America. So do that. But let's finish it off like I always do with a nice little prayer to the creator of the universe. How good does that feel? You have access to him. Thank you, Father, for this show. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us to commingle here every Friday with the people that are here that support me, Lord. I thank you, Lord, for the friends that I have made here, for the people that come here every Friday. Actually, that you bless them at their jobs, that you bless them with their families, Lord, with whatever situation they're going through, Lord, and understanding, Lord, that this world is just full of so much problems, Lord. But you, Lord, defeated this world, and through you, we're going to be able to do the same. Guide them at their jobs and bless their families, Lord. I ask you, Father, in Jesus' name, amen. Guys, thank you again so much. I am super grateful for each and every one of you guys. El Show de Valentín in Spanish, my friend, because we stuck in the pani very good, and in English also. We're going over there, 9:15. Let's go. See you there. Peace.